Let's take a look at TRAE Young's game today. And I'm not going to focus as much on his ability to shoot from range because we see that so often, but I would be remiss if I didn't at least mention it, because I do think the fact that he's able to shoot from such a range at such a high percentage sets up the rest of his game perfectly. I did want to talk about this snatch cross though, because he's so effective using it, and it all starts with this float dribble. He uses the float dribble to get the defender upright, drops into a position that looks like he's going to drive, sells the drive, snatches back for the three. He sets it up so well with his upper body, you see his shoulders drop like he's going to the basket, and as a defender you can't really help but guard it like he's going to the basket. Since TRAE is such a threat, as soon as he enters half court, it forces the defense to play so far up on him, which poses a problem. It's an issue because TRAE can really finish around the rim. And it's not just that he can finish around the rim, but it's that he can adapt to any given situation around the rim. And being such a small guard in the league, he has to figure out ways how to gain an advantage over other players. One of the best ways to do that is using the rim for protection. Also, using these double clutch layups to your advantage. Whenever you double clutch, it throws off the timing of the defense, like right here. Also, being a small guard, something super important is initiating contact on drives, which TRAE does right here, and which he's very, very good at. I think the most impressive aspect of his finishing package though is his floater game. He has an incredible touch and feel for his floater. He can adapt to whichever situation with the right amount of touch. Right here you can see it was a bunny. In this situation he has to adjust and float it a little bit higher. Regardless, the touch is still the same and still see in the back of the net. The reason why TRAE has such great touch is in this clip right here. He pushes the ball versus flicking his wrist. His palm is open, his fingers are straight, and he never flexes his fingers or flicks his wrist. By pushing the ball versus flicking his wrist, he's able to then manipulate the force, height, and touch that he needs to put the ball into the hoop much better. One floater that he's specifically good at though is this one right here, a same foot, same hand, quote unquote wrong footwork floater. By using the same hand, same foot, you're able to drastically disrupt the defense's timing. He also uses that same foot to decelerate himself, which in turn helps him evade defenders like a help side defender coming over. But I think my favorite aspect of TRAE Young's game has to be his IQ and his ability to pass the ball. He poses such a threat scoring wise that the defense is constantly worrying about where he is and what he's doing, and he uses that to his advantage. One of the things that makes him such an effective passer is his ability to deceive the defense with his eyes. You see him looking at the wing and corner, which has to draw those defenders, leaving Alex Len wide open. This pass right here is crazy to me. Off of 1 foot, no look alley-oop, and as accurate as it is, shows his IQ and his ability to pass. I call this a patient pickup. He's patient as soon as he picks up the ball, usually draws 2 defenders, looks off the other, somebody else is wide open. So you guys can see that he can pass the ball very well. But specifically, the lobs that he throws to me are super impressive. And I think that there's a specific reason why that is. If you look at a lot of his lobs, the way he initiates the pass is very similar to that of his floater, like right here. It puts the defense in a tough position because they have to respect the fact that TRAE can hit a floater, but they also don't want to give up a lob. You can see it in this last clip too. Bam literally has to think through whether he wants to give up a layup or a lob. And again.